Hey guys, it's Vadim with MaxTech, and apparently the very first real-life unboxing photos and videos have leaked all over Twitter. As you can see, this is my Twitter account right here, and I am gonna be going through them, looking at them and analyzing them and giving you guys my honest first impressions and thoughts about the design of the new 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros, so this is gonna be exciting. Now, as you guys know, we've been making videos about the new MacBook Pros with those new M1 Pro and M1 Max chips, going deep into the architecture and explaining what everything means, as well as showing you guys the leaked benchmarks, which are insane for these new MacBook Pros. But never mind that, let's go ahead and get straight into the new design and what I think about it. Now, it was originally shared on Reddit, and now it is taken down, which I think somebody actually broke their NDA, because this design is not supposed to be revealed in real life until Monday when the embargo is lifted. But thankfully it's all over Twitter, and I actually downloaded the photo. But before we get into that photo, which compares the 14-inch and the old 13-inch, I do want to show the very first unboxing video, which was also posted on Reddit, and I actually downloaded it. So let's go ahead and watch it together. All right, we got full screen right here. It looks like some kind of a computer store or something. Let's turn up the volume. There you go, that's the box. As you can see, we got the new wallpaper. Oh, there you go. Nice, looks a little bit different than before. All right, that looks thick already. That already looks thicker than this M1 MacBook Pro right here. Dang, guys. All right, look at that. You have this huge notch vent in the back, which I don't think these ones have.
Oh, dude, it feels different. It feels vastly
Feels different. Oh, all right, guys, we can see a couple of interesting points. We have that new MagSafe right there. Wow, super thin. That looks nice. You got the two USB-Cs, headphone jack, and that new kind of shape that's kind of flat, but it then curves into it.
It just, you'll have to like,
Oh,
you have to pick it up. It just feels
look at that black keyboard. All right. Take off that paper. That looks nice. Oh, look at that notch. That is crazy. That's crazy noticeable. Of course, I would prefer not to have any notch, but I honestly think that it's kind of like a branding thing for Apple, and it totally sets it apart from every other laptop out there. And as we all know, the MacBook Pro text that's right here is now gone. They've completely gotten rid of it. But man, look at those bezels. Those are thin. Hello text. Wow, look at that. I've got to say, that looks clean. Honestly, when I first saw that notch in Apple's event, it was definitely shocking, and it kind of blew me away. But now that it's been a couple of days, I've got to say that it's kind of growing on me. And apparently, an Apple developer confirmed that when you're doing stuff like in full screen mode, either watching a movie, watching a video, or playing any kind of game, the notch completely disappears because that top section is completely black, so it's not going to distract you from your game, and everything below the notch is actually in perfect 16:10 aspect ratio, so it's going to scale perfectly just like it did before. And when you're doing stuff like browsing the web or whatever, the notch is going to show up, but it's going to be kind of blended into that menu bar. And now let's get into this first comparison photo. Boom. There you guys go. We can see the new 14-inch on the left, and we've got the old 13-inch, like literally this thing, on the right. And wow, guys, look at that increase in real estate. Wow, that display just looks so much more immersive. And actually, let me zoom in on this. Look at how thin those bezels are. That's like literally almost twice, it actually might be twice as thin. Dang, that looks good. All the way around on the bottom, and of course on the top. Look at that difference in the bezel. Wow. And if we zoom out, we can kind of see why the notch is there, because that bezel is just so thin. And in reality, you can see the webcam right there. I'm not sure if Apple would be able to honestly fit it inside that little slim bezel, because in reality the lens is small, but you also have the sensor that's square behind it, so they'd be right up against the edge of the frame. So I guess it justifies the notch. I'm not saying it's amazing, but it justifies it because that extra screen real estate is worth it. And as you can see, the MacBook Pro text is gone, but I am noticing that it's also much darker. It's a deeper black than the very gray kind of backing the chin right over here. So I really, really love that. And it also seems like the keys themselves are more dark because if you look here, they're kind of grayish and kind of faded, but they're a very deep black. So all of the letters and numbers really seem to stand out. And of course, the new black well surrounding all the keys, that is a totally unique look. And I really, really like that compared to having the silver behind it. That is really, really cool. And it looks to be deeper as well. And as far as the size of the chassis itself, you can see that it's actually wider this way and taller or deeper that way. So you're getting a little bit of extra space right here, and the display is a little bit taller. And what that enabled Apple to do was add the function keys back, the physical function keys, and they're no longer half size. You can see right here on my MacBook Pro, it's actually full size all the way across. And we can also see that they've switched out the little square Touch ID button for a new larger one with a little circle, just like they have in the new 24-inch iMac's Magic Keyboard, so that's definitely nice. And another little detail you can see is that the speaker grills are much wider on the new 14-inch compared to these thin speaker grills. And of course, they are getting much better speakers. It's getting the same speaker system as the newly updated one in the 16-inch. And as far as I can tell, the trackpad is identical on both of them, but it kind of looks like this new notch right here is a little bit wider than the other one. Now, of course, I'm extremely excited for when we actually get these MacBook Pros in, especially since we ordered 8 of them, different configurations, to test and compare and make videos for you guys. And we're actually doing something special, something that I don't think we have ever done before. We are doing a giveaway of one of those new MacBook Pros. I'm not sure which model, but to enter the giveaway, we're basically gonna be posting a bunch of videos for launch week next week. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose one of those videos and then choose a random comment. And we're gonna do what we can to make sure that the commenter is subscribed. And then we're gonna contact them and basically ship them the new MacBook Pro. So if you are not subscribed yet, seriously, do so right now so you don't miss out, so you can enter that giveaway. And that is truly gonna help us to reach our goal of 1 million subscribers before the end of the year. So please subscribe if you appreciate all of our efforts. And with that said, I do wanna mention that we just launched our brand new M1 Max Tech t-shirt design, which you can find in the merch shelf below. And we have a promo code M1 Pro to get 20% off on all of our merch. So be sure to do that. And I actually have the full resolution image of that new design so you guys can check it out. And if you like it, please support us, or you can buy this Sharpie edition. So with that said, guys, we're extremely excited for Tuesday when we get the very first MacBook Pro that we're gonna get into this office. We're gonna do some crazy testing and we're gonna be doing that giveaway. So hopefully you enjoyed this video with my thoughts on the new design of the 14-inch MacBook Pro. And if you did, go ahead and click the circle above to subscribe for more videos like this one. Definitely check out one of those, including the leaked benchmark video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.